Welcome to our coverage of Seminole High School sports on KSEM 106.3, KIKZKSEM.com, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Radio. We want to thank all of our friends and sponsors that support our station and our students and staff that represent Seminole High School in all their activities. We hope you enjoy our coverage of Tribe sports. Now here's your host, the voice of the Tribe, Rob Franklin.
Hello. How are you? I'm back with a vengeance. Glad you're with us here on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
The warden's back.
KIKZ, KSEM.com, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Media. Rob Franklin, Dustin Wright, and Tabitha Franklin. Glad you're with us as the Seminole Indians getting ready to take on the Fort Stockton Panthers. And Tabitha and Dustin did yeoman's work Friday night carrying the broadcast, keeping things rolling.
Again, the warden's back. Got to be on best behavior.
That's right. Tabitha's without a microphone tonight since I showed back up. We're glad you're with us. Welcome to the Dr. Amy Williams, DDS, and Parker Wentz Orthodontics pregame show at 1006 Hobbs Highway in Seminole. Call them at 432-758-3678. And a special thank you to J-Chem Catalyst, one of the nation's leading oil field chemical providers, Permian Basin-wide, for sponsoring our YouTube live video Indians. Get a win Friday, big one. 15-1 or 16-6 on the year, and then Fort Stockton comes in at 11-10 and 1-3 in district after losing to Greenwood, and we'll get more about that here in just a minute. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you the lineups for both teams. You're listening to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
If you're in the market to buy or sell property, you need to know Callie Hicks, owner and broker of Legacy West Realty, located at 103 Southeast 2nd Street in Seminole. Stop by the office or call 432-758-9231. Don't forget, Legacy West Realty has an agent that speaks fluent German. So for all your real estate needs, you can rely on Legacy West Realty. Just go to calliehicks@gmail.com, working to help you find a place to call home.
People's Bank is your hometown bank that is a proud supporter of our local schools. People's Bank is a community bank. We are proud to be in the Seminole community. At People's Bank, we're about quick loan decisions, great customer service, and building relationships with all of our customers. Stop by and see us at our location in Seminole. Visit us on the web at peoplesbanktexas.com or give us a call at 432-245-6180. Good luck to the Seminole Indians and Maidens this season. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Brock Morris and Christy Morris are proud to be a part of Seminole and are here to help you with your healthcare needs. Brock and Christy are certified family nurse practitioners. Brock specializes in family medical practice, joint injections for shoulder and knee pain, and DOT physicals. Christy specializes in family medical practice, women's health, and dermatology. Brock and Christy are now accepting new patients and are located in the clinic at Seminole Memorial Hospital. For appointments, call 758-4711 or 758-4799.
Welcome you back once again to the Dr. Amy Williams, DDS, along with Parker Wentz Orthodontics pregame show. Rob, Dustin, and Tabitha here as the Seminole Indians are taking on the Fort Stockton Panthers. Let's get you the lineups brought to you by Corbin's Archery at 616 Southwest 7th in Seminole. Find all your outdoor equipment at 432-655-6059. The Fort Stockton Panthers, as we had said earlier, coached by Jason Payne, 11-10 on the year, 1-3 in district. Lost to Greenwood 10-1 on Friday. Leading off, number 11, Landon Havens, a designated hitter. Batting second, number 7, Zane Natividad, the shortstop. Batting third, number 14, Rylan Nunez, pitching tonight. Batting fourth, number 9, Gerardo Diaz, the center fielder. Batting fifth, number 2, Gama Corral, the second baseman. Batting sixth, number 1, Nicholas Armendariz, the third baseman. Batting seventh, number 3, Jondre Reyes, the right fielder. Batting eighth, number 5, the left fielder, Kale Roero. And then batting ninth, 0, Michael Patino, the catcher. Playing first base for Fort Stockton is Aiden Villarreal, the first baseman. Number 25 on the bench, number 4, Davin Gomez. Number 8, Aiden Hernandez. Number 10, Alonzo Urias, and number 20, Brian Encinas. And Dustin has your Indian lineup.
For your Seminole Indians coming in tonight, 16-6 overall, 3-1 in district play, coached by Chris Gonzalez. Leading off will be Rowan Donaldson, senior shortstop. Jason Robledo in the second hole. center field, sophomore. On the bump tonight, Obed Reyes, senior pitcher for the Indians. Batting fourth, Eloy Macias, junior third baseman. Derek Madrid, senior left fielder, will be batting fifth. Stephen Davis, a junior second baseman, will be batting sixth. Oscar Gahavas, sophomore designated hitter, will be in the 7-hole position tonight. He'll be hitting for Alan Madrid, sophomore catcher for the Indians. In the 8-hole tonight, Michael Ray, sophomore first baseman, and Diego Cortez, a senior right fielder, will be batting ninth. On the bench tonight for the Indians, starting off, will be Mikey Cavazos, Braden Surratt, Braylon Mata, and Ishmael Sainz.
And number 9, Alan Madrid, will be catching. That is the lineups brought to you by Corbin's Archery. We'll take a break, and we'll get you more after this. You're listening to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3. Looking for top-quality fiberglass fittings, pipe, and repairs? At TS&M Supply Fiberglass in Seminole, we specialize in solutions that are built to last. We've got you covered from custom fittings and piping to expert in-field repairs and training. Don't settle for less. Trust TS&M Supply Fiberglass, where quality meets reliability, at 432-264-7888 or tsmfiberglass.com. TS&M Supply Fiberglass, your solutions partner.
CYA Trucking Insurance, located at 400 North Main in Seminole, has the expertise and knowledge to make sure you get the right coverage and the right amount of coverage to cover all your assets. Christy Barnes or David can handle all your trucking and commercial insurance needs. Stop by today for a free quote or call 432-245-4292. You'll appreciate the friendly, efficient service. That number again, 432-245-4292. CYA Trucking and Commercial Insurance Specialists.
Ag Texas Farm Credit Services is borrower-owned, and member success is always our purpose. It's the foundation of our cooperative ownership structure. One great incentive of being an Ag Texas stockholder comes in the form of shared earnings. Since 2015, Ag Texas has returned nearly $167 million back to its member owners. Ag Texas knows that supporting farmers and ranchers with reliable credit and crop insurance helps ensure that the heartbeat of agriculture is strong and steady.
C&C Irrigation and Pump, located west of Seminole, just off the Hobbs Highway, can handle all your irrigation needs from top to bottom. C&C Irrigation and Pump service all makes and models of irrigation systems, along with pump repair, plumbing supplies, and electrical supplies. And don't forget to ask about our Zimatic pivot system, equipped with the latest technology. Contact C&C Irrigation and Pumps, 758-2053.
Back once again with the Dr. Amy Williams, DDS, and Parker Wentz Orthodontics pregame show as your Seminole Indians are taking on the Fort Stockton Panthers tonight. Last we heard, the Maidens were up 8-5, I believe, over there, Dustin?
Yeah, I believe that was correct.
So the Maidens were up 8-5. They were up 8-2 when I left. Darren Hodges and Ken Ripley bringing you that game. We do have some Fort Stockton folks on here tonight. Glad you're with us. We're going to cover this game for them. So let's get you stats and look around school, brought to you by Hotworks at 603 West Avenue A in Seminole. You get a variety of workouts, including hot yoga, at 432-758-6272. In the district tonight, the other score in the district from Friday, Andrews 10, Monahans nothing, which makes the standings like this. Seminole, Andrews, and Greenwood are tied at 3-1 in first place. Monahans, Fort Stockton, and Pecos are tied at 1-3 in second place. So
Fourth place.
There you go, because there's 3 places in front of them. So lots of ties. Fort Stockton here in Seminole tonight. Andrews at Greenwood tonight, and Pecos at Monahans. Andrews and Greenwood are playing softball and baseball both at 7 o'clock tonight. Pecos and Monahans should be finishing their softball game before long, and we'll get you those scores here in a little while. As we said earlier, in Maidens, 18-6 on the year, 3-2 in district. It's Fort Stockton 13-13 and 1-4, and the Maidens were up last we heard. The look around school. Let's look at today and Thursday. Boys and girls golf will be at district in Hobbs. Tuesday and Thursday track will be at Fort Stockton for the district meet. That's why this game is tonight, because district track is tomorrow and Thursday. Tuesday through Saturday, Skills USA is at State in Corpus Christi, doing a lot of good work, looking for a lot of points from that, and we'll let you know about that as soon as we get some results. Wednesday, one-act play will compete in by district at home in Seminole. So good luck to them. Friday, we'll get you baseball at Greenwood at 7 p.m. on KSEM, all platforms. The softball game Friday will be at 5 o'clock in Greenwood, and that'll be available on YouTube at Greenwood Sports Network. Seminole Sentinel will be on newsstands tomorrow. Looking for, go get you a copy of that. Follow us at SeminoleSentinel.com. Hometown Pride this Friday, 10:05 to 11 on 106.3, the website and Facebook Live. We will have Eric Hodman and Jeannie Brown as the Citizen and Teenager of the Year, and then Knucklehead Sports Talk. We'll take a break and come back. We'll start this one. You're listening to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
Have you heard of paint protection film? Paint protection film, or PPF for short, prevents rock chips, fading, and minor scratches. PPF even has self-healing properties, plus PPF increases resale value on your vehicle. Paint protection film is a must if you've got a vehicle you care about. We're here at 1303 North Main Street in Seminole. Call 432-245-5080 or search Rascal Auto Works online to get more information.
Does your carpet need a deep cleaning? Then maybe it's time you called Jake Steamers, the carpet cleaner, at 432-847-4600. Jake Steamers can handle all your carpet cleaning needs: area rugs, odor control, spot removal, carpet, tile, air ducts, and upholstery steam cleaning. Just call Jake Steamers at 432-847-4600 for a free estimate and get your home or office back in tip-top shape.
What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Well, nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely with producers to keep their operations successful. Whether it's an operational loan, funds for crop diversification, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant FSA lenders in the state. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag. Member FDIC.
We welcome you to the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth at 152 County Road 320 in Seminole. Production services at 432-425-6477. Rob Franklin, Dustin Wright, Tabitha Franklin on KSEM 106.3, KIKZ, KSEM.com, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Media. Our first inning sponsor, Sonic Drive-In, Tri-County Fast Bailing, Memorial Hospital, Gaines County Abstract, McDonald's, Howard McCaleb Tire, Pioneer Gym, Petty Insurance Agency, West Texas National Bank, Rascal Auto Works, and Watson Construction. Shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Jackie Williamson, Carol Wilkinson listening, all points east and south. Final scores coming in from softball. Monahans beat Pecos 3-2. Seminole beat Fort Stockton 8-5. So that'll get your finals in for softball. Dustin, this one's going to be fun.
Sure is. Another key district game, even though Fort Stockton comes in with a 1-3 record. Still a lot of baseball left to play, so got to come out and be aggressive tonight and get the win.
Eloy Macias on the bump for the Tribe.
Obed Reyes.
I'm sorry, Obed Reyes. My
You would have
bad.
listened to me read the lineup.
Obed Reyes. I knew it was Obed Reyes.
If you were too busy singing pregame, you would have
Checking
listened
to
to
pay attention. Yeah, I was too busy singing. Obed Reyes on the bump for the Tribe, sorry. And stepping up for Fort Stockton will be number 11, Landon Havens, the designated hitter. We're ready to play baseball. Glad you're with us here on the Sound of the Tribe. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. So Monahans beat Pecos 3-2 in softball. And here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1 to Landon Havens. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and now the count 0-2. So good job there by Obed to make a play.
Obed's got a lot of velocity here early on as the 0-2 pitch comes in.
Caught the outside corner, a 3-pitch strikeout. Like to see that right off the bat. Obed Reyes sent him down. That'll bring up Zane Natividad, the shortstop, number 7, stepping in from the right side. Behind the plate for the Indians is Alan Madrid. At first is Michael Ray. Second, Stephen Davis. At short is Rowan Donaldson. And at third is Eloy Macias. He's not pitching. He's at third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right side. The count goes 0-1.
Flat land oil field trucking foul ball right there, Rob.
Well, we normally do that for the home team.
Well, that's okay.
But we'll give him a
We'll
little
give him
extra.
an
We'll give him an extra
Hey.
run there.
You run the show.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Check swing. They called it. Go. He went around, Dustin, so
He
they'll
sure
make it
did.
0-2.
Would that be a rainwater foul ball for
Yeah,
Fort Stockton?
for Fort Stockton, something like
Hadn't
that.
changed in 20
No,
years.
I think he's got another one. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and that one is fouled out of play. That one is a M&S trucking or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, it wasn't rainwater, but yeah, it was that forever. We're picking on Ken Ripley. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, hit him. And so Zane the Thibodeau will get on with a hit by pitch.
Breaking ball right there, and it just broke right in his back.
Now batting number 14, Rylan Nunez.
Now, Rylan Nunez, the pitcher, will come up for Fort Stockton. We get the outfield for the Indians. In right is Diego Cortez. In center is Jason Robledo, and in left is Derek Madrid. So Rylan Nunez coming up for Fort Stockton. Runner at first, 1 out, no score here. On the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard, there's the pitch, misses for a ball. It counts 1-0. Busy time of year.
Sure is. A lot of
All
activities
kinds
going
of
on.
stuff going on.
Activity buses going everywhere.
Trying to keep everything straight. Pickoff moved first, runner back. Indians in the sand uniforms tonight.
Sharp.
Just a, beige man. Tan, just a little bit of beige. With the canary yellow hats. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. For a strike, counts 1-1 with 1 out. Runner at first.
That coming from the colorblind broadcaster.
That's right. I can see the yellow, though. Sort of. So a runner at first with a big lead. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Missed outside. The count goes 2-1 to Rylan Nunez, pitcher number 14 for Fort Stockton. Again, shout outs at 432-212-4311. 1 away, runner at first. And Eloy Macias' red glove is distracting me.
There's another one out there in right field.
Yeah, there is. There's pickoff moved first, runner's back.
That one shines in the sunlight right there.
Yep. Diego Cortez got him a bright one, too.
Jason Robledo's got his ice cream, his strawberry pink.
There's the pitch, swung on and missed. And now the count is 2-2 to Rylan Nunez with 1 away. So Maiden softball wins tonight to go to 19-6 on the year and 4-2 in district. That's a big win for the Maidens.
Sure is.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. The count goes to 3-2. That was closer than that.
A little high in the zone right there,
Yep.
too.
Full count, 1 out, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, struck him out. Nice pitch there by Obed Reyes. Second strikeout of the game.
Number 9, Jerry Diaz.
So Jerry Diaz, number 9, the center fielder. Will step up with a runner at first and 2 outs. Waiting on Obed Reyes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. I think he might have fouled that. Counts 0-1.
Fort Stockton in their blue and white pinstripe with the royal blue base and the white pinstripes. Pretty sharp.
Yep. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2, and Obed's dealing early. So 0-2 with 2 outs and runner at first. Got there hit by a pitch. Pickoff move to first, and he'll get back. Michael Ray gathers it up. So 0-2 the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Missed outside. Snap throw to first. Gathered up again by Ray. Runner back, Alan Madrid with the throw. We get to finish telling you hometown pride. We got the Citizen of the Year and the Teenager of the Year. Both going to be on with us. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and down he goes after half an inning. No score. You listen to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Gaines, Andrews, and Yoakum counties are here to serve you with all your insurance needs. Give one of our friendly, helpful agents a call today at 432-758-3693 or stop by the office at 204 Southeast Avenue C in Seminole. Now's a great time to review your home, auto, and life insurance needs. Our agents will work with you to provide the right amount of coverage to fit your needs and budget. That's Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Give us a call today. You'll be glad you did. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Agua Dulce Water Company in Seminole can handle all your water needs. Give Jeremy Nelson, owner and operator, a call today at 432-758-6000 and get all the details about the benefits of an RO rental system for your home or office. Enjoy the convenience and health benefits an RO system can provide. And don't forget, Agua Dulce Water Company also sells and services Hague and Clark water softeners, and they're now selling bulk, non-potable RO water. In-house financing available. The difference is clear with Agua Dulce Water Company, 2001 Hobbs Highway.
Watson Construction, located at 501 West Dandelion Road in Hobbs, specializes in pipeline services. For all your oil and gas services, along with hydrovac, excavation, and tank cleaning needs, Watson Construction is your go-to place for all turnkey pipeline and dirt work needs. Give Watson Construction a call today for all your oil field service needs. 575-391-0537, serving New Mexico, Texas, and the Permian Basin.
Back in the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth, we go to the bottom of the first. No score. On the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard, up for the Indians, Rowan Donaldson, the shortstop, number 2, facing Rylan Nunez for Fort Stockton. And, yeah, Dustin, that's a lot of blue in that uniform.
It sure is.
That's a whole bunch of blue.
That white hat sets it off.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit toward right center. The center fielder will settle under it and make the play. And Rowan's retired on the first pitch, flying out to center field. And then stepping up for the Indians, number 3, Jason Robledo, the center fielder. One away, no score. Jerry Diaz got under that for Fort Stockton, made the play. So Jason Robledo up. Pitches down Main Street for a strike. Count is 0-1. Nice pitch there by Rylan Nunez. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit through. The shortstop will gather it. The throw to first is in time. And Robledo is out, grounding out to shortstop. That'll bring up Obed Reyes, the pitcher, number 1. So 2 away. Again, no score here on the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard. Bottom of the first. Indians with 2 away, and Obed steps up. Maidens win tonight 8-5. Keeps them in second place in the district. Here's the pitch. That one bounced in front of the plate. And since we're not playing bocce ball or anything like that, I guess that's a ball. You played any bocce ball lately, Dustin?
No.
Just checking.
Never have.
It's against my religion.
Couldn't even spell bocce.
Here's the pitch. That one's inside the count. Is now 2-0 to Obed Reyes. District track tomorrow in Fort Stockton. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Low for a ball, and now the count's 3-0. So Nunez working really well the first 2 batters, and now down 3-0 to Obed Reyes with 2 away and no score. Here's the pitch. A 4-pitch walk for Obed, and he's aboard. Good eye there by Obed. It'll bring up Eloy Macias, third baseman, number 11.
Little 2-out action here in the bottom of the first.
See if we can get something rolling. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Got a courtesy runner for the Tribe. Mikey Cavazos will be aboard with the yellow sliding glove just in case he wants to take a pizza out of the oven.
Yeah, the old oven mitts, they get me every time.
That's right. Just in case he needs to grab a pizza.
Freshly baked cookies.
That's something like that. So 2 away and a runner at first for the Tribe, and here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner. That's a strike by Rylan Nunez for Eloy Macias, and the count's 0-1 with 2 away. And no score here on the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High for a ball. Snap throw to first. Runner back. Good job by the Fort Stockton first baseman, Aiden Villarreal, to get in front of that one. That could have rolled on out to right field and advanced the runner. So 1-1 the count to Eloy. Eloy Macias stepping in with 2 away and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. It got away from the catcher, but the runner will stay.
Good little movement right there on the breaking ball, but inside part of the plate towards Macias right there.
And again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Had a great time at the Chamber Banquet. Lots of 80s music right in my wheelhouse. It was greatness. Here's the pitch. Missed inside, and the runner goes.
I am very disappointed in you, though.
Why?
You didn't dress up in a Purple Rain outfit.
I wore my Prince trench coat, all my Prince buttons. I popped my collar. Now, I was going to go Dirty Mind album cover with just a bandana and a Speedo and the jacket, but I decided against it.
Thanks for that mental image that I will
That's
never
it.
be able to get out of my head.
The count's 3-1 with 2 outs. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Swung out to find the gap between first and second, going to right field. And Mikey Cavazos on his horse will come in to score the run, and Eloy Macias with an RBI single.
Macias did a great job of going with the pitch right there opposite field and was able to find the gap with a little Texas leaguer and hard Texas leaguer, if you could say, and RBI single right there.
So Cavazos scores for the Tribe and ends up 1-0 here, bottom of the first with 2 outs on the CK Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing scoreboard. Eloy Macias at first, and now Derek Madrid, the left fielder, in to bat for the Indians, number 12. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Snap throw to first, runner back in time. The count's 0-1 to Derek Madrid. No, a large time was had by all at the Chamber Banquet. And you guys were holding down the fort here. Sounded great. I had y'all on my headphone the whole time I was talking.
We knew you would.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In for a strike, and the count's now 0-2. Yeah, so my earphone looks like an ear cuff, like you used to wear in the 80s, like an earring. So it fit my outfit. So I just left it in there. I had everybody tricked.
Okay.
But I was listening to the ball game, even when I was introducing Heineman. Here's the pitch. Caught the inside corner for a strike, and after 1 inning, Tribe up 1-0. Back after this, you listen to Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
McBride Supplies It All is here for all your oil field supply needs. They're a distributor of Balon, Kimray, and Flowline, as well as a licensed Victaulic distributor. They have a large inventory, and from belts to stuffing boxes and liners, as well as a full-service rigging shop to enable your chain, wire, rope, and hose needs. McBride Supplies It All has over 100 years oil field experience. They're available 24 hours on call. Call Hobbs 575-393-5275 or Andrews 432-524-1160.
With work, school, and sports, who has time to cook? Let McDonald's do the cooking for you. Download the app to order ahead. Skip the line by ordering curbside. You're always welcome to come dine in with us and enjoy table service, and kids can enjoy the playground. Don't feel like waiting in line? Use the DoorDash link to order your food where you want when you're hungry. McDonald's, we're loving it.
Welcome you back once again to the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth. Rob, Dustin, and Tabitha on KSEM 106.3, KIKZ, KSEM.com, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Media, our second inning sponsors. Commercial Tire, Quick and Clean, In Stitches and Designs, Fernando's Body Shop, Dr. Michael Q. Watson, Flying Aces Flight School, TS&M Supply, Fiberglass, The Lumber Yard and Supply, First United Bank, Permian Basin Abstract, and Integrity Homes.
Gamma Corral is stepping in the box for the Panthers in the top of the second. First offering is swung on. That's going to find its way into the left field and underneath, and caught right there by Derek Madrid for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting number 1, Nicholas Almendarez.
As Obed Reyes starts this inning with his 18th pitch. of the night. That's going to bring up Nicholas Almendarez, the third baseman for Fort Stockton.
I like the one pitch and the one out.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I'm all about efficiency right there, Rob.
Amen.
Obed Reyes with the delivery. Swung on. And a soft liner hauled in by Stephen Davis at second base for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
We're going to call that Air Steven. He got some height on that one to go
He
get
climbed
the
the ladder just a little bit. That was very soft serve right there. On the line drive is
Don't say
Jandre
that.
Reyes. I know where you're fixing to go to.
Hungry for ice cream when you say soft serve. Don't do that.
Jandre Reyes, the right fielder, coming up to the plate. 2 outs here in the top of the first. On the M&S Backhoe Services scoreboard, Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. So Obed Reyes delivers right down the middle for strike 1.
You know the picture you took of me eating ice cream is now Seminole famous.
Yeah, I need to
It's the
put my signature on there.
Yep.
As the 0-1 pitch finds its way into the left-handed batter's box, and that evens the count at 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
It's the picture I use on my column in the paper because it fits me like a glove or like ice cream.
Reyes delivers, and again, right down the middle.
Nice pitch.
Brings the count 1-2 to Jandre Reyes. Reyes showing bunt there.
Andrews 4, Greenwood 1 after 2 in softball. Camera froze. We have a frozen camera again. All right, hang on YouTube. We're going to keep you on YouTube. Just bear with us. We'll get the camera. What happened
And
there?
while that happened right there, Obed Reyes delivers a swinging strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. No runs on no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Through 1.5, Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. We'll be back right after this.
The Corner Store is proud to service all of your convenience store needs at any one of our 3 locations. The Travel Center, located at 2303 Hobbs Highway, is open 24/7 with showers available at all times. We carry a large variety of retail items, as well as our well-known hamburgers, breakfast burritos, and our signature item, Judy's Salsa. Check out our full menu on our website, www.cornerstoretx.com. For more information. We're proud to serve our community. Stop by your nearest corner store today, where local matters.
Have you ever thought about getting a pilot license? Well, think about it no more. Give Addison Espinosa, owner of Flying Aces Aviation, a call at 432-209-3547. Addison is a certified flight instructor offering flight instruction classes with private lessons and beginners classes. For more information, call Flying Aces Aviation today at 432-209-3547. You'll be glad you did.
Lowen Farm and Lumber, located 409 North Main in Seminole, is the name to remember for all your building products. Henry Lowen and his staff stand ready to assist you with personal service. For all your lumber, hardware, paint, general maintenance, supply items, and more, all under one roof with a wide selection to choose from. Lowen Farm and Lumber now carries a great selection of cedar and redwood, along with beams and floor joist. Remember, Lowen Farm and Lumber, your complete home and farm building supply store. Call 758-6035.
Stephen Davis, Oscar Grijalva, and Michael Ray, your battery for the Indians, as the first pitch from Rylan Nunez just outside and ball 1. Welcome back to the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth. Dustin, Rob, and Tabitha.
Fixed our camera frozen problem. We're got it.
As Stephen Davis looks at ball number 2 in his first at bat of the bottom of the second inning. The M&S Backhoe Services scoreboard, Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. As the 2-0 delivery finds the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Again to Stephen Davis, the junior second baseman.
Have not had much trouble with the camera freezing lately.
That 2-1 offering fouled off for a Flatland Oilfield Trucking foul ball.
Locally owned by K.O. Hughes, 806-781-2527. Camera's decided to be a little temperamental.
Nunez, 2-1 pitch, grounded to short, fielded cleanly in the backhand, and the throw is in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the scorebook right there. Nice play by Zane Natividad, the shortstop position, to get out number 1 against the Indians. And that's going to bring up Oscar Grijalva, the sophomore designated hitter.
Well, he made a really good throw, Dustin.
He sure did.
And you know Davis has the speed there.
Grijalva batting for Alan Madrid, who's playing catcher tonight for the Indians. Steps into the left side of the box. The first offering to Grijalva. He looks on as strike one on the breaking ball that finds the outside corner of the plate.
Those of you that had trouble with the YouTube video, glad that you're back with us. We never lost audio. We just had to get the video fixed.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball again, just a little high. That's going to even the count at 1-1. One out here. Again in the bottom of the second inning on the M&S Backhoe and Services scoreboard. Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. As the 1-1 pitch down the middle of the plate for strike two to Oscar Grijalva.
Shout out to 432-212-4311.
And Grijalva swing and a miss on another breaking ball. Out number 2. And that's going to bring up Michael Ray, the sophomore first baseman for the Indians.
Second strikeout for Rylan Nunez.
Nunez started the inning, I believe, with 18 pitches. He's now at the 24-pitch mark. As Michael Ray steps into the box, left-hander. And that first offering inside catches Michael Ray on the body, and that's a hit by pitch and hard way to get on the base pass, but we'll take it right here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
I think it grazed his elbow, it looked like. I'm not sure, but it looked like it might have grazed his elbow.
That's going to bring up Diego Cortez, the right fielder for the Indians, again with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Maidens won earlier, 8-5 over Fort Stockton.
And another softball score, Monaghan's 3, Pecos 2. That's a final. As Cortez shows bunts, pulled back, and that first pitch is outside for ball 1. Michael Ray with a sizable lead at first. Staying honest, though, with the left-handed Nunez on the mound. That is chopped up the middle. Fielded cleanly again by Zane Natividad as 6-4 on that play right there. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 2, Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Western Insulation, located at 615 Southeast 3rd in Seminole, is the company to call on for all your insulation needs. Western Insulation specializes in spray foam insulation for metal buildings, residential, and much more. Foam roof coatings, fiberglass bat insulation, and insulation supplies. If it's insulation you need, call Western Insulation, 432-955-2135 or 432-955-8650 or westerninsulationtx.com.
Petty Insurance Agency deals with numerous companies in order to get you the best coverage and lowest rates possible, and they are now an agent for Nationwide Insurance. Petty Insurance Agency specializes in home, auto, life insurance, commercial, farm and ranch, pivots, Mexico insurance, and workers' comp. With 2 locations to serve you at 106 Southwest Avenue C in Seminole and 320 West Main Street in Brownfield, or call 758-9188 in Seminole or 806-637-0321 in Brownfield.
Back in the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth for the 3rd inning. Our 3rd inning sponsors: People's Bank, Western Insulation, Gaines County Farm Bureau, Lowen Farm and Lumber, Brock and Christy Morris, Silver Star Insurance, Legacy West Realtors, McBride Supplies It All, Marlon D. Carter, Epic Electric Solutions, and Guy Cheney State Farm. Up for Fort Stockton is Kyle Rojero, the left fielder, number 5. Here's the pitch from Obed Reyes. Hit right up the middle, and it will fall in for a single in front of Jason Robledo. And Rojero is aboard, English, Rob, with a single.
Rented lips, Rob.
Rented lips. Darren Hodges, Ken Ripley listening on the way home. Called the softball game, and they're going to listen to us going to the house.
Safe travels.
Yep. For everybody except Darren.
Now, Darren, I'm going to wish you safe travels.
Gets thrown out the car window.
You don't have to take that kind of abuse from Rob.
Michael Patino, the catcher. Number 0. I don't like saying number 0. 0 is not a number. I guess it is a number.
It is a number.
It's the number. It's the essence of nothing.
The mathematicians in this world will unite against
He squares around, bunts it foul, and the count is 0-1. It's the essence of nothing. It reminds me of a song, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You got to have something if you want to be with me.
I thought you got all your singing out before.
I didn't sing. I just gave you the lyrics. The count's 0-1 with a runner at first with a single. The Tribe up 1-0 here on the Daybreak Diner scoreboard. If you haven't eaten breakfast at the Daybreak Diner, you're missing out.
Hash brown sandwich.
I got to take Tabitha over there. I keep talking about it. Every time she looks at me like, please take me to Daybreak Diner. 1-1 pitch to Patino. Tries to lay down the bunt. It's fouled away, and now the count's 1-2 with a runner at first and no outs. Here in the top of the third inning, Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing on that Daybreak Diner scoreboard.
Beautiful night for baseball again here at Robert Ryan Field in Seminole.
Beats the heck out of what we saw when we were covering the Greenwood game.
Oh, man.
Holy smokerinis. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And down goes Patino, who is the 5th strikeout victim of Obed Reyes. Now, Landon Havens, designated here, will come back up top of the order, number 11. He struck out in the first with 1 out. Here's the pitch. That one missed outside. The count's 1-0. Do I have a tumor, or did that light go off?
No,
I have a tumor.
You don't worry about that.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. Made me nervous. Runner at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Not even close. Counts 1-1 with 1 away. And a runner at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner aboard, and a 1-run lead for the Indians on the Daybreak Diner scoreboard. Here's the pitch, fouled away. The count now goes to 1-2. The Brain Tribe won the academic meet by over 300 points. Ran away and left them. How about the academic team?
How many regional qualifications?
A ton. A whole boatload. Here's the pitch. Missed outside, now the count is 2-2.
Congratulations to those kiddos for their success.
To take a full bus and maybe part of another one to regional, that's a good thing. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the right side, out of play. The count stays at 2-2. I'm partial to those academic teams. I coached current events and U.S. history. It was a lot of fun. Of course, I'm married to a lady that I'll guarantee you is counting points.
Oh, she's probably got it all figured out.
She and that math teacher. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one missed outside, and the count is full now at 3-2. Yeah. Newberry and the sports information director is steady counting those UIL points. Full count, runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. The count will stay full.
Good luck to the Seminole High School 1-act play cast and crew as they prepare for competition Wednesday by district, which is going to be held here in Seminole. So
we'll get the home field advantage. Full count, 1 out, runner at first. Tribe up 1-0 on the Daybreak Diner scoreboard, top of the third.
Would that not be one home stage advantage?
It is. Here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner for a strike and froze him. The 6th strikeout for Obed Reyes. Now 2 away. Zane Natividad, the number 7, the shortstop, got hit by a pitch in the first. Home stage advantage, I like that. Because you don't do 1 act in the field.
You could.
Well, it just depends.
1-0 Greenwood.
Greenwood up 1-0, bottom of the second. Baseball. The pitch is fouled back by Zane Natividad for strike 1 with 2 outs. Top of the third, Tribe up 1-0 on the Daybreak Diner scoreboard. Runner at first with the lead. Here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner for a strike. Now the count's 0-2, excuse me.
Obed's doing a great job with his location.
Runner at first is Roero. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And down goes Natividad, the 7th strikeout victim of Obed Reyes. Tribe up 1-0. You're listening to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
Quick and Clean, located at 412 Northwest 21st in Seminole, can handle all your oil and filter changes along with diesel fuel, filter changes. And don't forget, Quick and Clean can also take care of your brake work needs, front-end alignments, and minor auto repairs. For all your vehicle maintenance, give Quick and Clean a call today, 758-3923, for quality service and local guys that know you. That's Quick and Clean, 412 Northwest 21st in Seminole. The cold weather's arriving once again, and now's the time to insulate your home. Give A&P Supply a call and get all the details about attic insulation, along with many other types of insulation to make your home much more energy efficient. If you've been thinking about improving the exterior or interior of your home with something new, ask about Versetta Stone. And now to serve you better, A&P Supply is now open on Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. A&P Supply, 4 miles north of Seminole, just off the Seagraves Highway, or call 955-0007.
Silver Star Insurance Agency, located at 113 Southwest Avenue C in Seminole, specializes in crop and crop hail insurance. Silver Star has the personnel in place to make sure you get the right and necessary coverage for all your crop insurance needs. Proudly serving your West Texas community. When it's time to get your crop insurance, call the professionals at Silver Star Insurance, 758-2223, or stop by the office.
Back in the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth, Rob, Dustin, and Tabitha on KSEM 106.3, KIKZ, KSEM.com on the Tribe link, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Media. Rowan Donaldson steps in to face Rylan Nunez. Flew out to center field in the first inning. And Rowan steps in. Here's the pitch. Swung onto the third baseman. He'll slap it down. The throw to first is in time. Nice stretch there by the first baseman. Villarreal for Fort Stockton to gather that up, and Donaldson's retired.
Nicholas Almendarez, the third baseman, did a good job of knocking that one down, staying composed, and gathering it and making a solid throw across the diamond right there.
Bring up Jason Robledo, who grounded out to short in the first. Center fielder, one away, bottom of the third. Tribe up 1-0 on the Daybreak Diner scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Missed outside. The count's 1-0. Pecos 1, Monahans nothing in baseball. Greenwood 1, Mustang nothing. Mustangs from Andrews nothing in baseball. And that pitch is across for a strike, and the count's 1-1 with one away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one missed outside, and now the count's 2-1.
Nunez done a great job of settling here after the one-run first inning. It's a 2-1 pitch swung on, and a flatland oilfield trucking foul ball back to the net.
The count stays at 2-2 with one out. And Jason Robledo will step back in. Here's the pitch. Swung on a fly ball toward left field. Will be caught beautifully by the left fielder, Kale Roero from Fort Stockton. And Robledo flies out to left field. Great catch.
Had to range to his left about 15, 20 yards and extended out and dove and caught that ball right there. Great job by the left fielder.
That'll bring up Obed Ray as the pitcher. Walked and scored a courtesy runner, scored a run. The one run of the ball game in the first inning. So Obed up with two away. The Tribe up 1-0 bottom of the third. Bags are empty, and here's the pitch from Nunez. High for a ball. The count is 1-0. There's the pitch swung on.
Foul
That's
back.
a flatland, oil field, trucking foul ball. So the count is 1-1 with two away. To Obed. And now that we've added Tabitha to the meme stream, the Jackie and Carol meme stream has now got Tabitha's dog Belle on there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. The count goes to 2-1 to Obed.
I bet the holidays are a treat around y'all's place.
Listen, we have a ball, don't we? We have a good time. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on. That's another flatland, oil field, trucking foul ball. And the count evens up at 2-2 with two outs. And the Indians up 1-0 on Fort Stockton here, bottom of the third inning.
Well, maybe Mongo and I can swing by one holiday.
There you go. There's the pitch. That one's low for ball. Count goes full at 3-2.
We're very pet friendly.
We are pet friendly, and Mongo is a pet, isn't he?
Yes, he looks like a Labradoodle.
He kind of does. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on a flatland, oil field, trucking foul ball, and the count will stay full.
Speaking of Mongo, the JV Indians won today 19-0 over Fort Stockton.
Gotta love that. Carol and Jackie said, we're a delight. Our family is a delight. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Again, another flatland, oil field, trucking foul ball. Locally owned by K.O. Hughes at 806-781-2527. Tribe up 1-0 on the Daybreak Diner scoreboard. Full count, 2 outs to Obed Reyes. Here's the pitch from Nunez. Inside for a ball, and Obed is aboard with another walk.
This is how the first inning got started, Rob.
Yep.
Obed gets on base and gets brought around later on with 2 outs.
And see if Mikey Cavazos is going to run for him again, and he will. Again, Mikey with the bright pink oven mitt, ready to pull the chocolate chip cookies out of the oven. And it brings up Eloy Macias, number 11, the third baseman. Had the RBI single in the first to get Cavazos across the plate with 2 outs, bottom of the third. And the Tribe up 1-0. Here's the pitch. Outside corner for a strike, and the count's 0-1 to Eloy.
Generous zone tonight by the home plate umpire.
Rather large, we might say.
Not obtuse, but
oblong,
maybe.
Oblique,
possibly.
Here's the pitch. Gets by the catcher, and Cavazos will be safe at second on the pass ball. So now 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Mikey Cavazos at second now.
Base hit will score the run right here.
Eloy Macias stepping in with a 1-1 count and 2 outs. Tabitha's doing a great job of flying the spaceship. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. It counts 2-1. Just 2 freeze-ups. I don't know what the camera's doing. It's in a bad mood.
It's Monday.
It's a Monday camera. The camera's not supposed to work on Monday.
Exactly.
It works on Tuesday. It doesn't work on Monday.
Protesting as much as it can.
Runner at second, 2-1 pitch, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. The count goes 3-1 to Eloy Macias. With 2 away, and Mikey Cavazos at second for the Tribe. Indians up 1-0 on Fort Stockton in the Daybreak Diner scoreboard, bottom of the third inning. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. The throw to third, and they'll pick off the runner stealing, and the Indians are out of the inning trying to steal third base. After 3, Tribe up 1-0. You're listening to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
Seminole schools strive to provide comprehensive educational services in our community. Whatever the educational need, we're committed to doing our best as a team to meet it. For more information on eligibility and programs, contact us at Seminole ISD. We're extremely proud of our students and their accomplishments in academics, FFA, band, choir, art, theater, speech, debate, cosmetology, Skills USA, and athletics. We're also a proud sponsor of Seminole sports broadcasts for those unable to attend. Go Indians and Maidens!
Having trouble with your water well? Give Tri-County Fast Bailing a call at 209-0765. Tri-County Fast Bailing can brush and bail the rust and sand away on existing wells or new wells. Tri-County Fast Bailing has the experience and knowledge with over 20 years of service in Seminole and the surrounding area. To get your well operating back at its full capacity, that number again, 209-0765. Tri-County Fast Bailing.
Welcome you back to the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth for the 4th inning. Our 4th inning sponsors, Zion Broadband, Seminole ISD, CYA Insurance, Agua Dulce Water, A&P Supply, Quality Produce, Ag Texas, Corner Store, Oasis Gin, Jake Steamer, and Seminole Butane.
Rylan Nunez, Jerry Diaz, and Gamma Corral, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Fort Stockton, will make their appearance here in the top of the 4th inning.
Softball, Andrews 4, Greenwood 3 after 4. So that softball game started late at 7 o'clock.
As Obed Reyes starts this inning with his 38th pitch, swung on and fouled out of play. The count is 0-1 to Rylan Nunez.
Still got the 4th inning. It's the Auto Pro Care scoreboard, so we're not quite through with that yet. Getting close.
Almost.
Sweet. Be nice, Rob. Here we go.
In the 0-1 offering outside, and that is going to even the count 1-1. Rylan Nunez, starting pitcher today for the Fort Stockton Panthers. 46 pitches on the day so far for Nunez as the 1-1 pitch right down the middle for strike 2 is Obed Reyes. Senior Odessa College signee has kind of found his groove right here, Rob.
Has thrown 7 strikeouts today.
1-2 pitch, swung on a miss for strikeout number 1.
Make that 8 strikeouts.
Of the inning.
Yep.
Let me finish myself. No,
there we
just
go.
kidding. 8 of the ball game, as Rob alluded to right there, and that's going to bring up
Jerry Diaz.
If I had put my pen where it's supposed to be, Jerry Diaz, center fielder for Fort Stockton. Here with 1 out in the top of the 4th on the Auto Pro Care scoreboard. Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing.
Ken, I may need to buy Dustin his own book. We're trying to share a book, and he's writing it on legal pads, so I may just need to buy Dustin his own book.
Hey, I'm you adapt and you
Blesseder, we hear timeout
Yes.
called. That's a Gaines Gym timeout, first one we've had in a while.
There you go.
That's
Listen,
right.
I'm just adapting. I'm doing good right here.
610 Southeast 2nd in Seminole.
It's the first offering to Diaz outside for ball 1.
That's Ken Ripley's favorite live read because we say you can get a protein shake at Gaines Gym. He likes that.
1-0 pitch fouled off. Going to be out near the Seminole ISD girls field house.
First time I did that live read, Ken started laughing. I'm like, "What? You don't like protein shakes?" Tabitha does. What's our favorite one?
Mango recovery smoothie.
See, our sponsors get love around here. I'm telling you.
Want to recover back to the 1-1 pitch of Obed Reyes, right down the middle on the off-speed. Little change-up action for strike 2. Recovery shake right there.
I like it.
Obed Reyes delivers again, off-speed. And Diaz just a little ahead of it, foul ball off into the Seminole Indian dugout here on the third base side.
Tabitha, you work out over there at Gaines Gym.
Yes.
Getting work done. I just walk around the neighborhood for 40 minutes.
It's a 1-2 pitch, swung on a miss for strikeout number 9 for Obed Reyes.
Wow.
He has done a great job on the bump tonight for the Tribe. That's going to bring up Gamma Corral, the second baseman for Fort Stockton, here with 2 outs. In the top of the 4th inning, again on the Auto Pro Care scoreboard, Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing.
And don't make any mentions of me wandering around my neighborhood for 40 minutes. I'm walking for exercise.
Well, that's why the silver alert goes off as much as it does. It's the first pitch to Corral. Just a little high in the zone for ball 1 right there.
Okay, Darren Hodges already made the bald joke, and now you're making the old joke. So we're filling up the bingo card.
The 0-1 or the 1-0 offering right down the middle for strike 2. Again to Gamma Corral, the second baseman for Fort Stockton at the plate, right-hander.
I think it's 1-1.
1-1, okay. Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. He's pulled out the scorecard, taking a look at the signals brought in by the third base coach for Fort Stockton. I believe that's Jason Payne down there, the head coach for the Panthers. And the 1-1 pitch outside, just a bit outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the top of the 4th, excuse me.
Beautiful night, man.
Sure is.
So pretty out there.
Sun's going to be in the eyes of the left side of the field, right side of the field, excuse me, but it'll be down before too long.
That red glove will save him.
So 2-1 pitch fouled off on a bunt attempt, and that's going to even the count 2-2. 2 outs.
Something about red that diffracts sun rays, something like that. There was a science class I went to once.
What?
They asked me to not return, just go sing some more.
I'm sure they did at Angelo State.
They did.
And then the 2-2 pitch, high in the zone, good spot right there for Reyes, and that's going to bring the count full 3-2.
I did take biology with Eric Heinman at Angelo State. We took it together. And I was passing with a B, and Eric had a 46 and was invited not to come back.
And he went on to be Citizen of the Year.
And look what happened to me. You digress.
The full count pitch, swung on, slow roller to short, gathered up in time. Michael Ray tried to apply the tag on the overthrow, and the runner is safe.
I look like he did.
It looked like he did tag him down the line, but and I believe Coach Chris Gonzalez for the Indians is going to come out and have a discussion with the base umpire.
Looked like Michael. Okay, so the throw was toward the home plate side of the bag, and then Michael ran at it.
And so now the We have a Gaines Gym timeout here as the umpires confer in front of the mound.
What is it when zebras gather, Tabitha?
Gaggle of zebras.
It's a gaggle. They called him safe.
They called the play will stand, so Corral reaches. We'll give that an infield single because we'll give that an infield single because there was not a defensive error on the play right there. Rowan made a good throw, just wasn't in time. That's going to bring up Nicholas Almendarez as the third baseman for Fort Stockton. Again, with 2 outs and a runner on, that runner being Gamma Corral. Obed Reyes' first offering down the middle for strike 1.
Armendariz flew out to second in the second inning. 2 away. Tribe up 1-0 here on the Auto Pro Care scoreboard.
The 55th pitch from Obed Reyes as he sets at the belt. But before that pitch goes to the plate, he checks the runner at first.
Okay, so I skipped a bunch of those biology classes. Eric went to every class and went to the lab and still had a 46.
I don't think he'd appreciate you airing out.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
That's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball. And it didn't find the corner of the plate, just a little inside.
A 36-year career, 100 sweepstakes at Seminole ISD. One of the greatest choral directors in the state of Texas. I don't think that biology grade matters one bit.
The 1-1 pitch swung on center field. Jason Robledo turns and catches at it, hauls it in. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base through 3.5. Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. We'll be back right after this.
West Texas National Bank has 52 ATMs to serve your banking needs from Big Spring to Terlingua and north to Seminole, Denver City, and Plains. Great news, WTNB has even faster, easier, and more secure ways for you to pay with our latest digital wallet options. Talk to an experienced professional today for your ag equipment, farm, ranch, home, and auto loans. That's West Texas National Bank in Seminole, your one-stop financial institution. Member FDIC, an equal opportunity lender. Do you have property you need to sell? Consider selling your house to Integrity Homes for cash. We're your local home buyers and we want to buy your home for cash. We'll pay all the closing costs and you pay no realtor commissions. There's no gimmicks and no games. Give us a call today at 432-955-6803. Again, there's no closing cost. We buy your property in as quick as 30 days. Visit our website, integrityhomestx.com. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Oasis Gin and Oasis Warehouse are proud supporters of the Seminole Maidens and Indians. We'd like to wish the Maidens and Indians the best of luck for their successful season. Please come see the friendly staff at Oasis Gin for all your ginning, marketing, and warehouse needs. Oasis Gin and Oasis Warehouse appreciate your business. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Good luck to the Maidens and Indians. Oasis Gin and Oasis Warehouse.
We welcome you back to the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth here at Robert Ryan Field in Seminole. Eloy Macias leading things off for the Seminole Indians in the bottom half of the 4th inning of play. On the Auto Pro Care scoreboard, Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. Dustin Wright, Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin here with you as the first pitch fouled off for a Flatland Oilfield Trucking foul ball. Be sure to give Kel Hughes a call at 806-781-2527 for your oilfield trucking needs. As the 0-1 pitch in the dirt, and that's going to even the count at 1-1.
Andrews 2, Greenwood 1, baseball after 3. And in softball, Andrews 4, Greenwood 3 after 5.
Macias with an RBI singled in the first inning. His only appearance. And the 1-1 pitch again, same spot. That's going to bring the count 2-1 as that was inside and low.
Maidens won 8-5 today in softball to move to 19-6 and 4-2 in district.
2-1 pitch again inside to Macias, and that's going to bring the count 3-1 to the junior third baseman, sporting the red batting gloves. Man, those things stand out.
Yes, they do. Either that or he's cut off the circulation to his hands. One or the other.
I believe that's the batting gloves there, Rob. It's the
Might
3-1 pitch swung on. And another single for Macias as he finds his way past the second baseman, Gamma Corral, with a leadoff single for Macias. And that's going to bring Derek Madrid, the left fielder for the Indians, up to the plate.
He struck out in the first. Of course, Macias with the single and the only RBI of the game. for the Indians.
That drove in Mikey Cavazos, the courtesy runner who replaced Obed Reyes there in the top of the first.
He did that very courteously.
He sure did.
I'm blaming this on Hodges, me being the way I'm being right now.
As Madrid lays down a bunt back to the mound, and that's going to advance Macias over to second.
Nice small ball play there, Dustin.
So Macias doing a job right there, and technically let's give him a sacrifice right there.
That's what I got. I got him down for that.
A boy.
I'm getting better at this.
You are. You stick with me, kiddo. We'll be
That's
all
it.
right. That's going to bring up Stephen Davis, the junior second baseman for the Tribe.
That's air, Stephen. He climbed the ladder to make a big catch over there at second base. Got some air.
One out on the Auto Pro Care scoreboard. Again, Seminole leading Fort Stockton 1-0. His first pitch swung on center field. That's going to be gathered for an out. Tag by Macias as
he'll run back.
Yeah, he makes it back to second safely right there as Jerry Diaz hauled that one in. Routine fly ball. So F8 on the scoreboard. Did you get that?
I got it. Flew out to center field.
Man. Well, if you're a Texas Rangers fan, don't look at your score updates.
Then I'm not going to. 2 outs here, bottom of the fourth. On the Auto Pro Care scoreboard, Tribe up 1-0.
That's going to bring up Oscar Grijalva, designated hitter for the Tribe. First pitch, and that was a safety protection swing right there for strike one.
And that one, I think, caught a part of the umpire. I think the umpire took the brunt of that one for a second.
Yeah. Well, Grijalva was trying to defend himself on that inside pitch and come around on the swing, and I don't know if it caught the bat or not. Either way, it's going to be a strike. And
got a piece of the umpire, and he's taking a little Gaines Gym timeout here at 610 Southeast 2nd in Seminole.
Maybe need to get him a protein shake, get him bulked up a little bit.
He can work out and get him a protein shake.
But that's why they wear all that gear. He just needed to take a little breather. Maybe they were discussing dinner options for after the ball game.
They could be. Daybreak Diner's always an option. Everything's closed, but
they can come back for Daybreak Diner breakfast.
That's it. Spend the night. Spend the night.
So Oscar Grijalva, the designated hitter for the Indians, he's batting in the place of Alan Madrid, the catcher.
So Randy Hogan was calling the game the other night, the baseball game, and he struggled with Grijalva. And so he just called him Oscar all night.
So we have another Gaines Gym timeout here by the umpires as they work to get on the same page.
And it is 0-1. The count's 0-1. I think that's what they were trying to figure out.
I would assume so. Again, they may be arguing over Taco Bell or McDonald's. Who knows?
Could be.
And now we're back to baseball and check back to second to Macias, and he's back in time.
Ball slapped down by the second baseman. Quick throw out there, and Macias got back to the bag with 2 outs.
Rylan Nunez, still your pitcher of record for the Fort Stockton Panthers. Is the 0-1 pitch outside, and that's going to even the count at 1-1. Oscar Grijalva.
Tribe up 1-0 on the Auto Pro Care scoreboard, bottom of the fourth.
And the 1-1 pitch just outside, and that's going to bring the count 2-1. That's probably where Fort Stockton wants the AI umpire.
That would look like a strike to me.
That might have been a strike as a 2-1 pitch. That one's down the middle. No doubt strike. That's going to even the count at 2-2 with 2 outs here. Again on the Auto Pro Care scoreboard, Fort Stockton trails Seminole 1-0. 2-2 pitch swung on, and it's going to be gathered in for out number 3. It's the center fielder, Jerry Diaz, hauls that one in. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Through 4 complete. Seminole 1, Fort Stockton nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Fernando's Body Shop, located at 511 South Main in Seminole, has the experience and knowledge to handle all your auto body repair needs. Windshield replacement, hail damage, repair, complete paint jobs, and insurance estimates. So call the experts 758-3171. That's Fernando's Body Shop, a proud supporter of the Seminole Indians and Maidens, serving Seminole and the surrounding area for over 30 years. That's Fernando's Body Shop, 511 South Main. There are tires, and then there's B.F. Goodrich tires. For the passionate driver, B.F. Goodrich light truck tires strive to deliver outstanding all-terrain traction, rugged dependability, a quiet highway ride, and the bold look you want for your rig. Don't just get tires that fit your truck. Get tires that transform it. Ask about B.F. Goodrich light truck tires today at Howard McCaleb Tire in Seminole. Howard McCaleb Tire has the expert tire service you need to take your car's performance to the next level. Specific performance may vary by tire model.
For all your abstract and title service needs, you can depend on Gaines County Abstract Company, located 207 South Main in Seminole. Gaines County Abstract Company is the original title company in Gaines County with complete records that date back to the 1800s. So give them a call at 758-3351 for fast turnaround with over 160 years of combined experience, along with in-house attorneys. Quality abstract and title service since 1911.
Back for the fifth inning in the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth. A bunt laid down by Jondre Reyes. A throw from Obed Reyes to first, to Michael Ray. Retires him, and just like that, a tobacco auctioneer. It's one out for Fort Stockton.
Yep.
Grounds out at the pitcher.
Number 5, Kel Rojero.
Going to bring up Kale Rojero, the left fielder, number 5. Had a single and was left stranded in the third. One away, already top of the fifth. In the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth, Rob, Tabitha, and Dustin on KSEM 106.3 in Seminole. Here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner with that strike, and the count's 0-1. Online at KIKZKSEM.com on the Tribe link, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Media. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and the count goes to 0-2. To Rojero. Seminole Sentinel comes out tomorrow. Get your copy. Hot off the press this afternoon tomorrow.
You got to go pick it up tonight?
No, I don't. Actually, I didn't have to do that tonight. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It'll get past. The catcher will gather up, make the throw to first to finish the strikeout. And that'll be Obed's 10th strikeout of the ball game and 2 away.
Good job by Madrid there, keeping the ball in front of him on the swinging strike 3 drop ball. Just moving his way outside into the middle of the infield to make that throw down to first.
Michael Patino, the catcher, 0, will step up. He struck out in the third. You had to go pick up the peanut issue because we missed the press deadline. There's a pitch, misses for a ball. It counts 1-0. But we made the deadline today, so
well, good.
Our regular delivery person will take care of that. There's the 1-0 pitch. That one clipped the outside corner. Now it's 1-1 with 2 outs. And there's the pitch, swung on, fouled away. And the count's 1-2 with 2 outs.
Just been impressed with the efficiency of Obed Reyes here tonight.
Yeah, with his. There's that pitch. Caught the inside corner for a strike and froze him. Wow. Another strikeout, 11 Ks for Obed. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth, Tribe up 1-0. You're listening to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
Epic Electric Solutions, located in Seminole, Texas, can handle all of your electrical needs, serving West Texas and New Mexico. Epic Electric Solutions specializes in troubleshooting oil-filled electric equipment, lighting upgrades, and electrical renovations. Call us for your residential remodels and new construction. For all of your electrical needs, call the professionals, 806-778-4913. Licensed and insured in Texas and New Mexico. Epic Electric Solutions, making the world a brighter place.
Take a break from the ordinary and drive into Sonic in Seminole today for a refreshing Coca-Cola. While you're there, try one of our delicious hot dogs. To make it even better, top your meal off with an extraordinary real ice cream shake. Don't forget to take advantage of our happy hour from 2 to 4 p.m. daily for half-price drinks and slushes, especially Coca-Cola. This is how you Sonic.
Pioneer Gin is proud to be a part of Gaines County and the agricultural industry. You can trust your cotton to Pioneer Gin this coming season. The trained professionals at Pioneer Gin take pride in the turnout and the quality of your cotton. Come out and talk to the professionals at Pioneer Gin. We're 19 miles west of Seminole, just off the Hobbs Highway, or just give us a call at 758-3822.
Back in the 6 Gun Energy Services broadcast booth for the bottom of the 5th inning, Rob Franklin, Dustin Wright, Tabitha Franklin on KSEM 106.3, KIKZ, KSEM.com, on the Tribe link, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Media. Michael Ray, the number 8 hitter, first baseman. Number 22 will step up. Got hit by a pitch in the second inning, And here's the pitch. Swung on, back to the pitcher, gets by him, will drift toward the shortstop. Michael on his horse, the throw to first, not in time, and he'll get an infield single. Michael Ray got a chunk of that when the pitcher couldn't gather it up.
Good job of staying with the outside pitch and taking it to the opposite side of the field for him, left-hander, so always good when you get on the base pass.
And to bring up Diego Cortez, the right fielder, number 5, bottom of the order for the Indians. No outs, runner at first. The Tribe up 1-0, bottom of the 5th inning. And it'll bring up, and Diego Cortez, grounded out to shortstop in the second. Facing Nunez, here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt outside. The count's 1-0. Shout-outs at 432-212-4311. District track starts tomorrow at Fort Stockton. That's why we're playing on Monday night. So a bunch of these kids can go run track, softballers and baseballers. Lead at first for Michael Ray. Here's the pitch. Outside snap throw to first. Ray will get back. First baseman can't get to it, but they'll run it down, and Ray will hold it first.
Good decision right there to stay at first and not try to go to second, even though he might have been able to safely make it in. But
ball got by Villarreal, but the right fielder was coming in.
And early in this point, and you've got no outs, there's no need to push the envelope.
2-0 the count to Diego Cortez. Here's the pitch. Now it's 3-0. That one barely missed. So 3-0 the count with no outs, and the Tribe up 1-0, bottom of the 5th. Over Fort Stockton. Here's the pitch. 4-pitch walk. And Cortez is aboard. The 8 and 9 hitters on the base paths for the Tribe. It'll bring up Rowan Donaldson 0 for 2 on the evening. Number 2, the shortstop with runners at first and second and no outs. Again, shout-outs at 432-212-4311.
Got a Gaines Gym timeout right here, Rob.
610 Southeast 2nd in Seminole, where you can work out and grab a protein shake, a mango smoothie, according to Tabitha. Anything mango is just disgusting. But if you like it, God bless you. I'm just not a mango fan.
The views and opinions of this broadcast
are simply Rob's and Rob's only. Does not represent the paper or the radio station.
There you go.
Here's the pitch. Did that hit him? Runners will advance because it got past the catcher. I thought it might have grazed Rowan, but it didn't.
Just a little high.
So it got past the catcher for Fort Stockton. The runners will advance. So Patino couldn't gather it up for Fort Stockton. And now Ray and Cortez. Ray at third, Cortez at second with no outs and a 1-0 count to Mr. Rowan Donaldson.
Base hit right here for the Indians. Could score 2 easily.
Rowan signed to play at Amarillo College. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside, and now the count's 2-0. And now Rylan Nunez has thrown 6 straight balls. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one missed, and now he's thrown 7 straight. The count is 3-0 to Rowan Donaldson. Runners at second and third, and first base open. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. That's a flatland. Oil field. Trucking foul ball. The count is now 3-1. Shout-outs at 432-212-4311. Hometown Pride this Friday, 10:05 to 11, talking the Citizen of the Year and the Teenager of the Year. Eric Hyman and Jeannie Brown. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a high fly ball going towards short center field. He'll have to get on his horse and make the catch, and runners will hold. That'll be the first out.
Jerry Diaz on the play right there for the Panthers as he made the running attempt in to catch that ball near the spear here at center field, Robert Ryan Field.
So one away, runner still at second and third for the Tribe. Will bring up Jason Robledo, the center fielder, 0 for 2 on the day. Tribe with 1 out, bottom of the 5th, and up 1-0. And here's the pitch from Nunez. Cross for a strike, and it counts 0-1 to Jason Robledo. Get this up here in the light where I can see it.
Well, I move the light over.
Why? Because I'm old and blind? That's why.
Well, we changed the colors and everything.
There's the pitch. And that one went across for a strike. Now the count 0-2 to Robledo. Jason grounded out to short in the first and flew out to left field in the third. Runners at second and third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on over the pitcher's head for a single. That should score 2. As the runners will advance, and Robledo will take off for second with a good speed and slide in safe with a 2-run double. And the Tribe up 3-0 now. Nice hit there by Jason Robledo.
Great piece of batsmanship right there by the sophomore center fielder. Right back up the middle and 2 RBIs to his credit.
And so the Tribe now up 3-0, bottom of the 5th with 1 out and a runner at second. It brings up number 1 Obed Reyes. Has walked twice today. Beautiful hit. There's the pitch across for a strike, and the count is 0-1 to Obed.
Recently signed with Odessa College.
So here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. It goes past the catcher. They'll make the throw to third, and the runner is out at third. Now we're going to have a conversation and see if Jason Robledo is truly out. I think he is out. So he was thrown out at third.
Sure did look like Indian coach Chris Gonzalez was going to consider that argument, but didn't do so. So out number 2 right there.
So the bag's empty now for Obed Reyes, and the count's 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one missed outside. Now the count's 2-1 to Obed Reyes. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on it. Will be hit to the second baseman. He'll gather up. The throw to first is in time, and that will end the inning, but not before the Indians score 2 runs. Tribe up 3-0 over Fort Stockton. You're listening to Seminole Indian Baseball on the Sound of the Tribe, KSEM 106.3.
Commercial Tire Service, located at 1100 Hobbs Highway in Seminole, is your complete tire service center. Commercial Tire Service carries Goodyear and Firestone Ag tires, Cooper, Nito, and Michelin tires for passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs. You always get great service and great prices. We can also take care of your front-end alignment needs, oil and filter changes, brake jobs, and much more. And don't forget, Commercial Tire Service offers 24-hour road service. Just call 758-9477 or 758-1390.
Check out the Lumberyard located 1/2 mile south of Seminole, just off the Andrews Highway. The Lumberyard probably has whatever you're looking for and most likely in stock. So for all your building needs, along with electrical supplies, plumbing supplies, power tools, garden supplies, barbecue grills, and much more. And remember, they also have all your True Value hardware supplies. That's the Lumberyard and Supplies serving Seminole and the surrounding area. Call 432-758-5566.
Zion Broadband is your local internet provider. Their office is next to Dairy Queen, 1300 Hobbs Highway in Seminole. They're reliable, they're fast, experienced, knowledgeable, and trustworthy. They have an extensive track record with local people in Gaines County. No contracts, no data limits, and no gimmicks. Once again, Zion Broadband, 1300 Hobbs Highway in Seminole, located next to Dairy Queen. Call 432-758-0900.
Landon Havens, Zane Natividad, and Rylan Nunez 1, 2, and 3 for Fort Stockton here in the top of the 6th. We welcome you back to the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth. Dustin, Rob, and Tabitha here on KSEM 106.3, online at KIKZKSEM.com, and on our YouTube channel at Seminole TX Media.
We're getting better at that, aren't we?
We sure are. We're learning it. The first offering to Havens was a ball, and the 1-0 pitch finds the outside corner of the plate for strike one, evens count at 1-1.
Obed is dealing with 11 strikeouts on the evening.
2 of those to Havens. Havens struck out in the first and struck out in the third. It's the 1-1 pitch. Just a little low in the zone. That's going to bring the count 2-1.
After 3, Pecos won, Monahans won in baseball.
Havens hitting tonight for Aiden Villarreal, the first baseman for Fort Stockton. Havens wearing the number 11 jersey here tonight. 2-1 pitch, swung on, grounded to third, gathered up by Eloy Macias. The throw to first in time for out number 1. 5-3 on the scorebook as Obed Reyes gets his first out of the inning right here with 68 pitches on the night. Again, in UIL rules, you can pitch up to 110 pitches in an outing. Zane Natividad, the shortstop for Panthers, coming up to bat here. Second hole hitter with 1 out. And the first pitch just a little high in the zone for ball 1.
Natividad hit by a pitch in the first and struck out in the third.
So officially 0 for 1 on the night. There's a 1-0 pitch, swung on, grounded, and that's going to find the gap between second and first for a single.
Into right field.
I believe that's going to be Fort Stockton's. Was that their first hit of the night, Rob? Second hit of the night, excuse me.
Second hit of the evening.
Third.
Yep, there you go.
Third hit. I'm trying to catch up with how you keep books.
Yep.
So, third hit of the night for the Panthers, and that brings up Rylan Nunez, still the pitcher of record for the Panthers. Left-handed Sol Ross signee as the first pitch outside for ball 1.
There is no rhyme or reason for the way I keep any book, whether it's baseball, basketball, anything.
Hey, you do you.
It just works for me to do broadcast.
You do you. It's a 1-0 pitch inside for strike 1.
I mean, as tied up as I get about basketball, my basketball book looks like a Chinese jigsaw puzzle.
1-1 pitch to Nunez, low and outside for ball 2.
It's just different when you're broadcasting. If you're calling a game, I mean, if you're just watching a game and you're keeping score, or you're keeping score for officially, then yeah, I'm gonna stick to it and be on top of stuff. But when I'm doing it for broadcast, it has to be notes that I can remember.
There you go.
Because I can't remember anything. Don't say a word.
Wasn't going to say anything there, Silver Fox. It's a 2-1 pitch swung on, and that's going to find its way over the head of the left fielder. That's going to be 2 for Nunez as Natividad stands up at third from starting out at first base right there. So a 1-out double for Rylan Nunez. Runners in scoring position here against Obed Reyes with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning.
Sorry, Dustin, that went flying over Derek Madrid's head to his left, and he had to run it down, and now we'll have a conference of the mound against Jim timeout. Okay, let's do this. Oh, no. Well, we won't have to do that anymore because okay, I'm sorry, we're talking on the air about this.
That's fine.
But we got a camera problem. We can just click on camera 1 on OBS from now on because turning it off and on is not helping. Hang in there, YouTube. We're going to come right back.
We're back to action here at Robert Ryan Field as Jerry Diaz, the center fielder for the Fort Stockton Panthers, stands up. Off-speed pitch outside for ball 1. Again, runners on second and third, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Seminole leading Fort Stockton 3-0. 0-1 pitch down the middle for strike 1.
Apologize for the video break. Got it fixed. You got a shot of me and Tabitha for a second. We can go to camera 1 and go to properties and fix that. Yeah.
1-1 to Jerry Diaz. Swung on the change up there. It was a little buffering. Had a little Silver Fox moment there too.
The camera's sad it's Monday. Dustin's sad it's Monday.
1-2 count to Jerry Diaz. Chopper back up the middle. He's going to look the runner back at third and make the throw to first, and it's in time for out number 2.
Good job by Obed fielding his position.
Obed did a great job of looking the runner back at third, making sure that he didn't advance. Again, Zane Natividad is at third. Rylan Nunez with the double at second. That's going to bring up Gamma Corral, the second baseman for Fort Stockton, as we have a Gaines Gym timeout right here.
Courtesy runner Alonzo Urias will come to run at second base for the pitcher.
Jason Payne takes that opportunity to talk to Corral, the second baseman.
We have a quick second. We'll get you a look around school brought to you by Hot Works. Boys and girls golf at District today and Thursday in Hobbs. Track District Tuesday and Thursday in Fort Stockton. Tuesday through Saturday, Skills USA in Corpus Christi. One Act has their by-district competition in Seminole on Wednesday.
So first offering to Corral, fouled straight back. It's going to bring the count 0-1.
Broadcast schedule for this weekend. We'll get you baseball in Greenwood at 7 o'clock on KSEM all platforms. The softball game will be on Greenwood Sports Network at 5 o'clock on YouTube.
The 0-1 pitch into the left-hander's batter's box. It's going to even the count at 1-1. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Seminole leading 3-0 over Fort Stockton, but the Panthers are threatening here with runners in scoring position at second and third. And the 1-1 pitch. Off speed.
Nice
Finds
pitch.
the zone right there. That's going to bring the count 1-2 to the batter, Gamma Corral. Corral wearing the Derek Jeter number 2, the pinstripes. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And the throw down to first is in time. Obed, he survives the inning right there, leaves 2 runners stranded. And through 5.5 complete, Seminole 3, Fort Stockton nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Guy Cheney in Seminole, 400 South Main in downtown Seminole. Stock up and save with wholesale prices for all your fundraisers, weddings, restaurants, stores, food trucks, and convenience stores at Quality Produce Warehouse, 9 miles west of Seminole, just off the Hobbs Highway. Quality Produce Warehouse open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday with a huge selection of produce, Mexican chips, Mexican candy, Mexican Cokes, drinks, and much more. All the discount prices. And don't forget to stop at our Quality Produce store, 1501 Hobbs Highway in Seminole, open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. When you call Seminole Butane at 758-5493, you can depend on personal efficient service. Seminole Butane can handle all your fueling needs, gas, diesel, or propane on the farm, ranch, or in the oil field, delivered to your location. Owner Chip Wicker reminds you to check out their new fueling site next to the office at 419 Northwest 11th Street. Seminole Butane, locally owned and operated, serving Seminole and the surrounding area for over 60 years. That's Seminole Butane.
Eloy Macias grounds out on the first offering of the bottom of the 6th inning of play here at Robert Ryan Field for out number 1. We welcome you back to the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth. They're located at 152 County Road 320 here in Seminole. For your production services needs, call 432-425-6477. Dustin Wright, Rob Franklin, Tabitha Franklin here on 106.3 KSEM. As Derek Madrid steps in, and the first pitch swung on a miss for strike 1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Tribe up 3-0.
And Madrid lays down a bunt, and that's going to be out as the catcher, Michael Patino, throws out Derek Madrid for out number 2. So quickly the Indians with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Patino and Nunez couldn't figure out who wanted to field the ball, and all of a sudden Patino gathered it and threw a bullet to first base.
And it was a good bunt laid down right there by Derek Madrid, just wasn't able to leg that out. That's going to leave Stephen Davis up for the opportunity for the 2-out rally here, and Coach Chris Gonzalez asking for a Gaines Gym timeout right here, asking for the umpires to confer, make sure that that was the correct call.
Andrews 2, Greenwood 1 after 5 innings.
The call stands. So Derek Madrid is out on the ground out to the shortstop on the bunt.
Pecos 6, Monaghan's 1, 4 complete in baseball. And in softball, this one's tight. Greenwood 7, Andrews 6 after 6 innings. That one's for the district lead, so it's an important ball game there.
Stephen Davis sets in the box in the first pitch. Off speed, called strike 1.
Tabitha doing yeoman's work over here flying the spaceship with camera trouble.
She is.
Handling it.
It's the 0-1 pitch. Again, off speed and just inside for 1-1.
Hometown Pride this Friday, 10:05 to 11.
The 1-1 pitch. Davis looks at for strike 2, so quickly in a 1-2 hole right here with 2 outs.
And now Nunez has decided to work a quicker pace against Davis.
The 1-2 pitch swung on and foul back. That's a Flatland Oilfield Trucking foul ball.
On Hometown Pride, we'll have Teenager of the Year, Jeannie Brown, and Citizen of the Year, Eric Hindman, to talk about their chamber awards.
Stephen Davis awaits the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded to third, fielded cleanly. Throw across the diamond is in time. Indians go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning of play. Your Indians lead Fort Stockton 3-0. We go to the top of the 7th. We'll be back right after this.
Coach Jackson for Permian Basin Abstract Company.
Yeah, this is Coach Kent Jackson, and I know our experience dealing with Permian Basin Abstract was first class. In the coaching business, Elizabeth and I have had an opportunity to buy several houses, but I know this was absolutely the easiest experience that we've ever had. Trey and his staff there made us feel at home, and the service was very professional yet very hometown friendly, and we highly recommend dealing with Permian Basin Abstract.
Exceeding expectations in customer service is their specialty. Permian Basin Abstract Company.
Dr. Michael Q. Watson, MD, is located at 208 Northwest 8th Street in Seminole. Dr. Watson's available for all general medical practice and obstetrics. For excellent health care, call Dr. Michael Q. Watson, 758-3267 for an appointment, and walk-ins are always welcome. Dr. Watson accepts most commercial insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, and is board certified for DOT physicals. Located across from Memorial Hospital.
Back in the Six Gun Energy Services broadcast booth for the top of the 7th inning. Seminole Indians up 3-0 as Fort Stockton will come up with Nicholas Armendariz, 0 for 2 on the day. Number 1, the third baseman will step in to face Obed Reyes, who has struck out 12 in this one.
Obed looking for the complete game right here. He'll start the inning with 83 pitches. Plenty of room to finish this one out.
So I've got Jackie and Carol asking what a teenager is. You have to describe what a teenager is to somebody who doesn't live in Seminole. We'll explain that in a minute. Here's the pitch. Cross for a strike to counts 0-1. So a teenager is a citizen who is over, not a teenager anymore, is over 65.
Keen in their wisdom.
Keen in their wisdom, yes. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Catches the outside corner. The count's 0-2, and Obed is dealing. So Jeannie Brown was the teenager of the year, and Eric Hindman, the citizen of the year. He is under 65, just barely.
I was waiting for that.
He's 59. I don't mind telling everybody. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Obed came out of his hat, and the ball's out of play. Now, Obed hasn't been coming out of his hat as much as he did when he was younger. Now, when he was a freshman, he had a lot more lettuce up there than he has now. And I think as he's gotten older, he's starting to bald some maybe. But that hat stays on. When he was a freshman, that sucker came off every pitch.
You said that. Looks like Friar Tuck.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that's 13 Ks for Obed on the evening, regardless of what his cap looks like.
Friar Tuck or not.
Sending people down. The Tribe up 3-0 and 2 outs away from winning this one. Jondre Reyes, the right fielder, number 3, steps up. 0 for 2 on the day.
13 blessed strikeouts from Friar Tuck. I like it.
I like it. And here's the pitch from Obed. Across for a strike. Counts 0-1.
Reyes, the right fielder for the Panthers.
I used to get tickled to hit him as a freshman with that hat coming off every time. There's the pitch. That one caught it on the outside. The count's 0-2. Good placement by Obed Reyes. Boy, he is dealing.
And even here in the top of the 7th, still has a lot of velocity on those fastballs.
There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. A 3-pitch strikeout for the 14th K of the night for Obed Reyes.
That might have been his fastest pitch of the night. Don't have a radar gun available, but I guarantee that it had a lot of velocity back there.
Just the sound it made going to the glove. Alan Madrid's glove was popping like popcorn.
Going to bring up.
2 outs and to bring up Kale Rojero.
There you go.
Tribe up 3-0, 1 out away from winning this one. Here's the pitch. That one caught the outside corner for a strike. Stay tuned for the Dr. Amy Williams, DDS, and Parker Wentz Orthodontics post-game show. Here's the 0-1 pitch with 2 outs. That one missed outside, and the count is 1-1.
Give him the heater, Ricky.
Obed has been masterful from the bump
Sure
tonight.
has done a great job.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, will drift toward Rowan Donaldson, and he made the catch running backward, and that will end the ball game. Tribe wins this one 3-0 over Fort Stockton. Stay tuned for the Dr. Amy Williams and Parker Wentz Orthodontics postgame show after this.
Here to care for you in every stage of life. Seminole Memorial Hospital offers state-of-the-art technology and small-town hospitality. Our dedicated staff is here to give you compassionate quality care you deserve. We strive to provide our patients with comfort and confidence in their treatment during their time of need. In Stitches and Designs, located at 1110 North Main in Seminole, specializes in custom embroidery and screen printing services. Our friendly staff will work with you to create what you need for your business, sports, and church events, along with any custom personalized needs. Now offering engraving. Custom engraved tumblers and travel mugs make great gifts for employees and loved ones. With a wide variety to choose from, there's something for everyone. Don't forget we offer promotional items such as banners, business cards, pins, and more. For all your custom embroidery and screen printing services, call 432-758-6297 or 432-209-2094. That's In Stitches and Designs. Your vision in stitches. It's nice to have a neighbor you can trust, someone who can look out for you and your family in good times and bad. If you need legal counsel, you can count on Marlon D. Carter, attorney at law, for your legal service needs. For family and criminal law, personal injury, wills and estates, as well as a variety of other legal services. Mr. Carter lives and works with you right here in Seminole. He cares about you and our community. His office is located 118 Southeast Avenue B, across the street from the courthouse. He can be reached at 432-758-2181 or by email marlon@marloncarterlaw.com. Se habla español.
We welcome you to the Dr. Amy Williams, DDS, and Parker Wentz Orthodontics postgame show at 1006 Hobbs Highway in Seminole, 758-3678. Rob, Dustin, and Tabitha. Here on KSEM 106.3, KIKZKSEM.com, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Media. The Indians win this one over Fort Stockton 3-0 behind the pitching of Obed Reyes. Dustin, 14 strikeouts. What else can you say?
That's a story right there. Just did a great job of using his arm strength to the advantage, and a 3-0 win with that many strikeouts. I mean, I'd consider that like a run rule victory. So.
Scattered 4 hits around the ball game, but ended up getting the win 3-0. Indians with some timely hitting to get some runs across. Michael Ray and Diego Cortez scored in the 5th inning to put this thing a little bit further out of reach, but Obed scored after walking in the 1st inning on an RBI single from Eloy Macias. The Indians, Rylan Nunez pitched a good game as well.
Sure did. The Sol-Ra signee, he did a good job. Just, like Rob alluded to, there was just some timely hits by the Tribe right there, and they were able to punch some runs across the plate. So, great defensive game all in all, and a good victory for the Indians.
Okay, so the Tribe wins today 3-0. Maidens win also 8-5, so both get victories. Indians go to 4-1 in district. Maidens go to 4-2 in district. Indians will hang in first place. Maidens are hanging around right at second. District track meet is tomorrow, so no ball games tomorrow. Will be dark as everybody will be out running district track, and then we'll get your next ball game on Friday. Maiden softball at 5 p.m. will be on YouTube at Greenwood Sports Network, so you can watch that game there. We'll get you Indians baseball from Greenwood at 7 o'clock here on KSEM on all platforms. Again, a reminder, Hometown Pride Friday. We'll talk to Eric Hyman and Jeannie Brown, and we'll also have Knucklehead Sports Talk 10:05 to 11. So join us for that. For Tabitha and for Dustin, I'm Rob. You guys have a great weekend. Indians win at 3-0. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us for our coverage of Seminole High School sports on KSEM 106.3, KIKZKSEM.com, and on YouTube at Seminole TX Radio. A special thanks to our sponsors and friends of the station and the Seminole Independent School District, who help us bring you coverage of Tribe sports. Join us next time for our coverage of Seminole High School sports on KSEM